All right, who's ready to get some big deals over at Big Orange? We got all the hot February deals, at least until President's Day, because President's Day, there's going to be the big sales coming up. They're getting ready for spring. I think we're all ready for spring at this point, but let's see what we got up until that point. I'll be honest, the flyer, she ain't much. We're going to jump through the flyer real quick, but then I got a whole bunch of deals after that. I got a ton of BOGOs, all sorts of BOGO deals here. So let's jump into it. For those of you who don't know, BOGOs, buy one, get one kind of thing. So we're going to jump through the flyer here. We got some, there's not much. We got some appliances. Frigidaire, not bad. The LG, don't get the front loads. I know they're pretty. I know the front loads are pretty and they seem really cool and stuff, but they're not going to last. They never do. Get a top loader, and just keep it simple, and simple lasts when it comes to appliances. All right. Let's keep going here. We got the side-by-side GE there. GE is a decent brand here. Again, more of the Frigidaire. Pretty much just avoid avoid LG and avoid Samsung when it comes to refrigerators. Also, make sure there's a deal. I need to do a video on this. There's a thing going on where LG made a lot of I think it's the compressors for a lot of other refrigerators, and they cheaped out on some parts trying some new tech. And they know they fail. They just fail all the time. I think there's going to be a class action lawsuit if it hasn't already been issued. We're going to do a video covering the whole thing. Anyway, back into the deals. So let's skip down here. We got some nice, winter's a good time to do some organization inside. We got all sorts of closet shelving systems here if you want to get into that sort of thing. But let's talk about some garage shelving, okay? So here's where we got some deals. Up to 30% off on select garage shelving. We got the Husky. That's a nice unit right there for $183. It's the 4-tier heavy-duty industrial welded steel garage storage there in red. And then we've got the lighter-duty version here, the 5-tier here in red also for $139. And then we got the muscle rack. Gotta love that. The muscle rack for $159, but you're getting a 5-tier system here in black. We got it also here in the 4-tier for $139. Coming back here, we got a whole bunch of them. The DeWalt bench. I keep wanting to grab this bench. I just like the look of it. I don't know if I do with it. Maybe put it over near the entryway so people can sit down, take their boots off, that kind of stuff. Anyway, I don't know, but what would you do with something like that? But the point is, here's what I want to talk about. We talk about these shelves all the time. And I remember when I was looking to redo the studio and set up lighting, like I said, looked around YouTube to get some ideas. And why aren't the tool guys the ones coming up with this setup? Check this dude's setup. All right, look at that. So he's got the Husky. This is the top of the line heavy duty shelves that they've got. And he's taken the middle rack and pushed it up so there's just a small shelf up at the top. And then, of course, you have the top up there. These are the ones with the wire racks. And then he bought wood worktops, sanded them down, gave them a mahogany stain so they get that nice, put in some lighting in there. For those of you who are thinking about you look at the mechanics, and the mechanics who have they have that really nice hutch system and everything else. And you're like, I want a hutch system, but I don't really do mechanics kind of stuff. I need more of a general use kind of thing. This is very hutch-esque in that kind of setup with the lighting, the pegboard he put in the back. This is a great set. I'll put a link to this down below. I'll put a link to the sale and everything else, but and he copied it from somebody else. So he's not the first guy to do it, but I really like the way he did it. Anyway, you can go watch the video. He's got a pretty clean setup. So let's go back to the deals here. So the shelving there, we have the shelving. We got some paint, some Glidden paint, some Behr, I'm a big fan of Behr, the Scotch Blue. Again, not a ton of stuff here in the sales flyer. I was really disappointed. Here we got some grills. Okay, we'll talk real quick about the grills. So, of course, they've got Traeger, and Traeger. You got 3 Traegers. Again, I'm not a huge Traeger fan. I think that often they're overpriced. I will say this. The Traeger Ironwood, if you're looking for the top of the line, no expenses spared kind of pellet grill, no one's doing anything quite like the Traeger Ironwood. It is a beautiful setup. It really is. But look at this. The Traeger over here, 34 pellet. You get 34 pellets in it? Grill in bronze for $700. Or their basic $575. And when they say $575, they're talking about the square inches of the grill. And yes, they mean both of the 2 trays that are in there. So you're getting the $575 with Wi-Fi, which is nice, but not needed. My first grill didn't have Wi-Fi. In fact, I still have that grill. I got a second grill. We'll talk about that in a minute. But anyway, $800. $800. Now check this out. You go over to Walmart. You can get the pellet grill. The Pit Boss pellet grill. Now, in full disclosure, Pit Boss sent me my first grill. I liked it so much, I bought a second one. This is the base. This is their base one. Now, there's no Wi-Fi in this, but you can get a Wi-Fi thermometer for $50. It's $294. It's the Pit Boss 500. That is a great starter grill. If you've been thinking about it, we got the big game coming up, all sorts of stuff, getting ready for spring. Some of you down south are like, what's spring? We've been doing this all year. Anyway, if you've been thinking about trying a pellet grill, I held off for years. I thought they were stupid. They're awesome. And, and it's not just for smoking and making ribs. I make steaks and all sorts of stuff on them. I did some of the best Korean barbecue ribs, short ribs you've ever had. They're fantastic. My wife still talks about them. Under $300 for a great grill. But we're not done with that. Check this out. You can also get, this is the same one. This is the one that I bought with my own money, and I keep at home. So I have the one at home. I have the one at the shop. This is the Laredo. This is like a flagship one for Pit Boss. It's got the nice size pellet hopper. Then on the lid are the controls, and there's a knob with a nice control, very bright, just super nice, easy to read. You've got the thermometers come out of there, go into it. It's got full Wi-Fi, so not just checking the temp. You're like, oh yeah, it's done. I'm gonna shut the grill down. You can do it all remotely. It's not a 500. It's not a 700. It's a 1000. It's got the ashtray, so you don't have to get in there and vacuum everything. You just pull the ashtray out, dump everything, slide it back in. It's got the shelf on the front that folds up and folds down. It's got the grease catcher on the side. It's got a nice, super, super stable side table. I can't sell this one enough. If you really want to step up and get a solid workhorse, everyday kind of grill, $487. And again, like people are like, well, I wouldn't use a pellet grill because it takes you 5 hours to do burgers. No, it doesn't. I'll do a whole nother thing on barbecue, but go to my TikTok and my Instagram. I put most of the barbecue stuff over there, man. And this summer, ribs. I'm going to master ribs. I burgers and steaks and, a lot of the other kind of stuff we already got done. Ribs. Did some good ribs last year. I know I'm going on about the ribs. I'm passionate about my ribs. Anyway, let's jump into some of the real deals going on. Well, first I want to cover the Pro Flyer that's going on right now. So the Pro Flyer has, and this goes on until, the Pro Flyer goes until the 12th. The Flyer I just showed you what little there was goes until the 15th. This one we got the 70-gallon tote there for $60, the 45-gallon with the latch and stack tote there for $36. We got the clear top Husky there for $30. We got the Husky 4-tier industrial storage there for $249. Anyway, not a ton to write home about. Nice little cabinet here for $400, but I think you can probably do better. At least, cabinets, they don't move around a lot. They don't need to be that expensive. Unless if you're in a work environment where you're going in and out of it all day, yeah, I get it. We got the goat skin gloves there for $20. The high performance clear fog free lenses there for $15. Let's see here. We got the nice bag there for $35. We got some Rigid Red equipment. Now, when I say Rigid Red, what I mean there is there's Rigid Orange and Rigid Red. Rigid Orange is actually licensed to TTI. But Rigid Red is the original old school plumbers kind of tools. That's the original company. So they're still around. They're just they don't want to do power tools. So they do still do some power. It's weird. It's a weird thing. Anyway, we got look at this. We got smoke detectors. We got a kitty fire extinguisher. You have a fire extinguisher in your shop, right? Right? All right, let's keep going here. And we got some flooring. All right, now we're going to jump into the real deals. The real deals, Holyfield, like I said the other day. We'll start off with DeWalt. So DeWalt's got a BOGO here with the Power Stack, and I'm a huge fan of the Power Stack. A lot of people are going to call me a DeWalt fanboy. You haven't been around the channel then, because I've been hard on DeWalt for years here. And they finally woke up and started doing things right, and the Power Stack is just an amazing battery system. Now, the Power Stack here, we're getting this isn't the little tiny one. This is the 5 amp hour. And with that, you get your choice of, let's see here. We got a brushless circ saw. We got the XR brushless sander. We got the grinder. And if it says XR, it's brushless. You don't have to second guess that. We got here the polisher, the drywall screw gun. How about this? The compact router. the brushless recip saw, just the atomic cordless ratchet, which is an absolute beast of a ratchet for its size. We got the brushless 1/2-inch variable speed impact wrench. Just a bunch of stuff. They even have the jigsaw down there, which I'm a huge fan of that jigsaw. Point is, a lot of great options. $229, it kind of throws you off, but you're getting a really nice battery, a really solid battery with some really great tools there. Now let's keep going. If you don't like black and yellow and you like red, well, we got to talk about the 12 volt over at Milwaukee. I'm a huge fan of the 12 volt system from Milwaukee. This is a buy one. Basically, you buy any of these combo kits here, and there's too many to mention. I'm going to step through them all real quick. You buy any of these, and you get a free 2.5 amp hour battery, which isn't a huge deal, all right? I mean, these batteries cost, typically when they go on sale, they're what? They're $50, something like that. But if you're going to be buying those tools anyway, you might as well get the free battery. And that's not the only free battery. They also have this one, which is the 5 amp hour. This is a fantastic battery for the 12 volt system. And with this, you're buying, let's see here, we got similar combo kits, a little bit bigger, and you're getting that tool there for free with that. So again, I'll step through that. Again, we're going to have links to everything down below, but that's a great system right there. Now over in the 18 volt system, we got, look at this. You're getting two of, these aren't the 5 amp hour, these are the 8 amp hour and the 6 amp hour high output batteries. So they're going to put out more juice. They have more juice in them. So it's going to put out faster and longer for $300 on that, but it's free gift with purchase. So you're going to get these when you buy this, you're going to get any of these for free with it. Now, I'll be honest, not a lot of this really jumped out at me as like, hey, these are amazing. The fuel jigsaw's not bad. The impact driver, that's a pretty good deal. The router's okay. The grinder's, it's a decent grinder. The circ saw is not their top of the line circ saw. So I think I would definitely go with the probably the impact. And I'm not even a huge fan of the fuel surge. It's just the way it feels. The liquid impacts, not my thing. There's nothing wrong with them. They're a great tool. Lots of people love them. I'm just weird like that. All right. Next up, we've got the free gift with purchase. Again, we're getting the 5 amp hour battery with the charger. And now you're getting, you got the vacuum, you got the basic brushless grinder. So the brushless grinder with Milwaukee, that's the mid tier. Brushed is the bottom tier. The fuel is the top tier brushless. And just when it says brushless, that's a mid tier. You got the random orbit sander, but that's brushed. You got the circ saw, again, brushed. You got the hacksaw, again, brushed. Nothing really to write home about. And now this is the brushed recip saw, but it is a solid workhorse of a recip saw. So anyway, and the radio, again, well, hold on. This is a brushless radio. I did check. No brushes or combs involved. Anyway, for $199, your call there if you're in the 18 volt system. Now, we've also got a couple other BOGOs here. So we got the polisher, and you buy the polisher, you're getting a free 6 amp hour battery with that one. I think we got one more. Let me see here. Oh, no, we're going to jump over to Rigid. Now, Rigid doesn't have any BOGOs going on, really, but they got some great deals. Look at this. This is the high torque impact charger full kit. You're getting 2 4 amp hour batteries. You're getting the charger. You're getting the bag. And it's $190. That's 52% off a list on that. Not that anybody ever buys it at list, but still $200 for a full kit, high torque. And I've been hard on Rigid, okay? I started off with Rigid years and years ago. At the beginning of my channel, you can see I had a bunch of Rigid stuff. And I had issues with the Rigid LSA because, the reason I went with them was because of the LSA. And then there was this issue where they weren't covering the LSA for people. And I'm like, I can't promote them if you can't trust the LSA. Last year, they changed the whole system. Everyone's like, look, they fixed it. It's all better. It's not. I've had several people reporting back to me. A couple people had great experience. A couple people did not. They haven't fixed it. It's just different. It's not any more reliable. I'm sorry, Rigid fanboys. I don't know why you guys get mad at me. You guys get mad at me and you're trying to trash me in the comments and say I'm a fanboy of DeWalt or a fanboy of Makita or Milwaukee. It's freaking hilarious. Okay, I'm kind of a Makita fanboy, but I don't push anybody to that kind of stuff. Point is, I'm not the one making Rigid fail. Why aren't you mad at Rigid? Why are you mad at me? Anyway, let's keep going here. Mid-torque impact here coming in 54% off. You're getting the 4 amp hour battery and the charger. And to be clear, no, not to take away from the tools. The tools are fantastic. They're great tools. There was a reason I bought into the system to begin with. I love the tools. I just wish they'd stay behind that warranty. Anyway, 4 amp hour battery, full kit there with the bag, with the charger for $150, 54% off. Then we got the 2-tool combo kit here. Now you're getting the jigsaw and the grinder with this one, but it's tool only. No charger, no batteries, but it's 44% off. It's $139 for 2 tools, and they're both brushless. I have a hard time complaining about that one, but I'm sure I can find a way. Anyway, the job site blower here, 2 amp hour battery with chargers, full kit for $69. That's pretty much... That's kind of the price of the battery there. The battery and the charger, you're getting the tool for free in essence there. That's 65% off. If you just need and those blowers have a ton of uses. You can use them for drying off your car, the dog, the wife, all sorts of stuff. Anyway, she hates it when I do that for some reason. And let's keep going here. We got battery kits here. So you're getting for $100, you're getting the 2 4 amp hour batteries, starter kit with charger and bag. That's a nice deal. It says it's 64% off. I don't know if I'd quite call it that. I don't think anyone's ever paid $277 for this, but it is a nice combo kit. Then we look at this kit. You're getting 2 amp hours, 2 4 amp hours, and the dual charger here for $169, 68% off a list. That's if you're in the Rigid line, getting a multi-port charger like that is awesome, because they don't seem to have like all the big kind of charger kits like Milwaukee and Ryobi and a lot of other people have. So getting that dual charger is nice. And we got the Rigid shop vac here. Now this is the NXT. I'm sorry, it's not the old school Rigid. It's a good vacuum, but I don't think it's king of the roost anymore. But at $80, if you're a diehard Rigid fan, you want to match all your colors and everything, I get it, $80 for a 12-gallon 5.0 peak horsepower. Not too bad. If you are running the 5.0, just be careful. Stay away from those cars and coffees. We all know what happens. See who gets that joke. All right, let's keep going here. I'm in a mood, if you hadn't noticed. I'm running off of the hotspot on my phone because Spectrum installed my internet cable. They strung it way too low and over a driveway, and a moving truck pulled in and ripped out my internet. So I'm having to run off my hotspot. I'm not having a great day. All right, so we got the Ryobi here. If you're in the green, look at this. So we got a full kit here with the high torque impact, 1,170 foot-pounds of breakaway torque. And you're getting here, let's see here, we got 2 4 amp hour batteries with the charger, with the bag. This is a fantastic one for DIY weekend warriors. Even the Value Pro in the HP line, you're getting into that Value Pro line. $179 on that. That's a heck of a deal. I know I've been talking up the Hercules and all that kind of stuff about them coming in at that price point. You're getting a full combo kit with 2 4 amp hour batteries and a charger for a few bucks more than the Herc. All right, let's keep going here. We got the mid-torque. Again, we got the kind of like the Rigid. We got the mid-torque here. You're looking at $99. Now, this is a special buy. Let me make sure the last one wasn't. No, okay, the last one's standard. This one's a special buy. Ends in 14 hours as of filming, and right now it's like 11 o'clock Mountain Time. So we're looking at the 18-volt half-inch impact mid-torque with 4 amp hour battery and charger for $99. If you just need to take off some lug nuts and stuff like that, 375 foot-pounds of fastening torque. You're not going to do like rusted on suspension work with this, but for some medium duty kind of stuff, that's a nice one to have in your arsenal, especially the fact that it comes with a 4 amp hour battery and charger there. All right, let's keep going. We got the Ryobi. Now here we got another BOGO here. So this is the multi-tool, decent multi-tool here. And it comes with a free 2 amp hour battery there for $79. We got the jigsaw here, and it's got the orbital settings as well. It's got the 2 amp hour battery included as well for $69. Then look at this, 6-port fast charger with 2 amp hour battery, $99. It's like there's a theme. And we've got the multi-tool with the sander here. again, neither of these are brushless. They're not the HP. They're decent, but they're $69. Again, it's a special buy here, 14 hours. I know the rest of these, I have to just have a double check. Okay, making sure I didn't skip any. This one's another one of the special buys. Another special buy here. We got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 amps. So that's 2, 4, 8 amps of power. Again, in 4 different batteries for $89. Special buy ending at midnight, just like Cinderella there. Is it Cinderella? I think I got, Cinder Winch. That's here. Cinderella. $99. Let me make sure I didn't mix up my myths. $99 here, 4 amp hour and a 6 amp hour battery there for $99. We got look at this, the dual port charger starter kit. You're coming up with 6 of the 1.5 batteries. Not great batteries, but that's a lot of them. Plus the dual port charger for $150. All right, next up, someone asked me about this. I'm skipping around. Look at that. Do any of you have this thing? This is part of the Ryobi's new 4-volt line, and it's a 4-volt ratchet. Again, there's no way this thing's going to have enough torque to break bolts. But if you're doing some light duty kind of stuff, bikes, motorcycles, lawn equipment, stuff like that, stuff around the house, if it can handle breaking it the first time and then just running it off, for $59, nice compact size. I mean, from what I've seen, it's about the size of the smaller Milwaukee 12-volt and stuff. It's not like super tiny. What do you think? Are you considering this? I mean, the 4-volt system seems cool. The USB charging is interesting. It's 54% off. I don't know. What do you all think about this? All right, let's get back into it here. The Link system, if you want some adult Legos here, we got the Link box here. This is the medium toolbox here for $50, but you're getting a free gift with purchase, and it's a 12-volt battery. No, I kid. It is the Link compact 6-compartment modular small parts organizer. So, I mean, it's a nice little organizer. It's free. It's coming with it. If you're thinking about getting in the Lego system, you can do that. Lego, please don't sue me. They sue everybody. They've got no chill, as the kids say these days. All right, let's keep going here. Special buy of the day. Talk about here, ending at midnight, turning back into a pumpkin. It's all combo kits. Up to 40%, not all, up to 40%. And again, it's the kind of thing where there's too much to talk about here. Here's a great combo kit. If you're looking for a table saw, now this is a job site saw. It's got the 8.25 inch blade. This kind of thing for ripping down lumber and stuff. You're not going to be tearing down big sheet goods. You're not going to be using it for great woodworking kind of stuff. But if you are on a job site and you just need to rip down some lumber, that's your boy right there. We got a bunch more stuff. We got it in DeWalt. We got in Milwaukee, a bunch of the 12. This is a great combo kit right here. You're getting the impact, the hammer drill, and not 1, but 2, but 3 batteries plus the charger in the bag. Can't say enough about that kit for $200. The assembly kit over here, it's coming in with 2 batteries in a bag for $179. You know what? Here's a nice little Valentine's Day gift here. And that is, I can't get on screen here. Let me go back. The Ryobi system, the Ryobi fan, the area light, and the Bluetooth speaker with the battery. Maybe something, you got kids' soccer games and stuff. I don't know. Is that a springtime thing? I think soccer is a spring sport. You need to get out there getting a little warm. The nice little gift for the missus. Maybe a gift for yourself. Great. Some more M12 kind of stuff. This one right here. I saw this copper tubing cutter. Is anybody cutting copper anymore? Because I see PEX everywhere. And I rarely see people cutting copper, except for people I know who are using it for other distillation properties. Anyway, moving on before I incriminate myself. We got the planer here, $649. That's not an amazing deal. We talked about the Ryobi stuff. Anyway, again, we'll have links to everything down below. That's it we got for the Home Depot deals. But make sure you subscribed if you like us covering the deals and stuff like that. We got all sorts of stuff coming up. We're going to stay on top of them all the way. We got President's Day sales coming up. Then after that, we're going to see a bunch of stuff for spring Black Friday. We got a bunch of product reviews coming up. I got a lot of cool stuff. Let me see what I can. We got a new nail gun here. Linknall, never heard of them, but they sent over a nail gun. We got some new pocket knives and stuff like that. to check out. We got all sorts of cool reviews and stuff coming up. So make sure you chomp the old like button, smash the subscribe, ring the bell on the way out. You all take care. God bless. And as always, shine on.